Well, everybody, Bam Bam is back. Hi. As you can hear in the background, it's question period in the House of Commons. And you know what? It might as well be called joke period. Okay? It ain't even question period no more. Nope. This just a fucking joke now at this point. Sick. The Prime Minister was in the fucking yeah, like how you know what? Like everything is just being put out there. It's like Justin Trudeau's laundry is out there, right? Came out from the wash. It's being held out to dry. Or hung out to dry, I should say. Right? But like somehow he's like they fucking turn a blind eye to this. They're just like, yeah, we accept what the Auditor General did, but we'll follow what their recommendations are, and as follows, which means they're basically blocking the case. They don't want to be prosecuted. They don't want the RCMP. The Conservatives aren't having that shit. Okay, the Conservatives kept grilling them and grilling them and grilling them, and still are right now as we speak. Not letting them away with this shit. No fucking way, man. Especially the protest in front of the Mount Sinai Hospital yesterday in Toronto. That's a no-no. Okay? And Justin Trudeau's weak response to that? God, you know what I already think of that. I mean, the guy's weak as it is. Let's listen in for a second. You hear that? The carbon tax is going up 23% on fucking April 1st. Okay? What did I tell you guys about light being unaffordable? We all know right now. Oh, it definitely is, right? Oh shit, yeah. So, it's about to get worse. Yeah, let's hear their weak little response. This Stephen Guilbeault, Minister of Environment and Climate Change, is a fucking clown. See, he's trying to tell us our world's on fire and shit like that. These guys are out to lunch. Right?
Captain, I think Mr. Rubio must be missing us, yes? Shall we see how he is getting on?
Completely out to lunch.
And no getting Captain?
Like I live in this country's a shithole. This country's gone to shit. Look, I love my country. I'm very patriotic and stuff like that. Okay, I am. But this is not my Canada. Fuck. This is ridiculous. Can't take this shit no more. Listen to this.
Says this $80,000 app cost over $60 million of taxpayer money. Now they're increasing the carbon tax on April the 1st. So why should Canadians have to foot the bill for this government's corrupt overspending?
Thank you. Plain simple.
Why do they make the letter so small?
So, how exactly are they still getting away with this shit? Without being dragged out in handcuffs, do you ask? We're all asking that too. Now, I wouldn't be surprised because halfway through Parliament today, through question period, Justin Trudeau mysteriously took off. Okay? He just up and fucking left. Okay? Now, interestingly enough, it was because they kept grilling and pressing in Parliament to have the RCMP investigate Trudeau right now and the Liberal cabinet. And will he call on them to do their proper investigation? And they keep saying, oh, the politicians don't tell the police how to do their job, in which case they're scared shitless and they're running away. Right? They're on the run now. Them motherfuckers about to get search warrants for their fucking houses, man. Yep. And they don't even know it. They stole the money from the people, man. And the fucking and the evidence is out there, man. You can't hide it. You can't hide the shit. The evidence is all over the place, man. It's like it's an open and shut case. You can't hide from this shit. Okay? You like it literally shows they stole our money. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I can't steal. I can't. I just can't. Okay? I can't. I have morals, all right? I would have to be in like a deep, dark, desperate spot to need to steal, okay? Or for it to even have the thought to cross my mind, okay? So, when someone's stealing, especially your money, for a long time, and lying about it and giving it and funneling it through their government friends, right? And the corruption is clearly right there in front of our face, and they're fucking literally funneling money in front of our face, and now we've caught them red-handed. Yo, it's time to go to fucking jail, motherfucker. Like, you go in bracelets, motherfucker. We need to demand this motherfucker goes to jail right now, okay? Like today. Like you ain't getting bail, motherfucker. No. You don't get bail. No, we lock you up, throw the away key. Fuck you. See you later. Yep. We could forget about you. Put you in secretary. Yep. Put them in the hole, boys. You know? Yep. Or you know, we could put them on the trans block. Huh? Yeah. Put them on the trans block. Why not? Right? Yeah. Stick them in the trans block. You'll fit right in. Yep. I'm watching this shit go. I watch it every day. Okay? And it just blows my fucking mind how these people are getting away with shit. Okay? Doesn't. Like I said, the average person, like you and me, we wouldn't get away with this shit. No. Like, how? Explain how. Can't. What happens when we break the law and it's clear as day, and they have the evidence for it? Well, they haul your ass to jail, don't they? Right? And then you have to process for bail. Okay? And then you have to prove that you're innocent. Right? And even then you're assumed guilty until you fucking prove your innocence. But you're innocent literally until proven guilty, okay? But in Justin Trudeau's case, you get to break the law, steal from the people, funnel it to your friends, okay? Fucking commit complete treason, freeze people's bank accounts, right? Honor a dictatorship, and somehow, you don't make the bracelet list, okay? If he can get away with all that shit, man, I got a list of shit I'm gonna start doing. Yep. And I ain't gonna be held accountable for none of it, because I'm gonna turn around and we all just might as well start claiming the Justin Trudeau clause, right? Oh, I claim the Justin Trudeau clause. I claim the Liberal clause. You can't help. I don't claim accountability. I refuse to take accountability. What about that? Why don't we just do that then? Why don't we all just start breaking the fucking law then? And say, fuck you, Trudeau, and just break the law. And say, fuck you, we're not accountable. We're not accountable for breaking the law. I'm seriously giving us all the fucking idea right now to do it. Because I'm fucking fed up, man. I am literally fed up. As a passionate Canadian, okay? Born and raised Canadian, okay? I love my country. Now listen, okay? I'm fed up with this shit. I can't. Oh, I look at my country's flag, and it's like, oh, how can I? Like, it's like my country's a joke right now. The leader of my country is a joke. My country's in shambles. Okay, literally. All right. For the first time in my life, I don't want to live in Canada anymore. I just don't. Like, that's how I feel. Of course I'm not going to pack my shit and leave Canada, obviously not, right? But I mean, that's literally how a lot of us are feeling right now. Like this is, like, Who's running this fucking Mickey Mouse operation? Because it's obviously not Justin Trudeau, right? And all this shit has upset us Canadians so much that we've had it. I'm calling on all Canadians that we need to demand, we either need to do a stop work like the farmers have done until this government, until that liberal government gets hauled out in handcuffs. Okay? We all just need to stop doing everything. I shit you not. We all just need to stop working, stop doing everything. Stop fucking all services, stop everything. And refuse to go back to work and refuse to do anything until Trudeau steps down. And until he agrees. Oh, no way. This can't be possible. I can't do this on purpose. Until... Oh, yeah, until he steps down. Okay, that's our demand as Canadians. Okay, Trudeau, we want you to step down. Okay, enough's enough. Oh, and by the way, the RCMP are waiting to do an investigation on you for funneling our stolen money to your friends. Okay, for stealing from us. Okay, because stealing's a fucking crime, you piece of shit. And not only that, you froze our bank accounts and took away our fucking rights and freedoms and invoked the Emergencies Act. I didn't see you invoke the Emergencies Act last night in fucking Mount Sinai protest in Toronto. Huh? What about that? There was no fucking comment out of your mouth last night. But instantly you had shit to say about us truckers, didn't you? Oh, fuck yeah, you ran your mouth. You ran your mouth like a... Oh... You did. Oh fuck. He ran his mouth like some great big fucking mic worrying tough guy, right? Behind the mic and podium, fucking talking big about the truckers, but he wouldn't face us. He wouldn't turn around and negotiate nothing, and he wouldn't talk to the truckers. No, they're dirty people, they're this, they're that. They're the minority, or they're the left, the far left. Called us fucking everything in the book except for white people and Canadians, man. So we've been mad since then. Fucking, it's just fueling the fire. It's been fueling the fire since now. And the fire is now in a raging inferno. Okay? Canada's it's like Canada was on fire at one spot. Now, whew, fire's everywhere. Right? Canadians across fucking coast to coast to coast are fucking pissed, man. We can't do that shit no more. Like, we all just seen this shit on TV right now. You know how many people were tuning into Question Period at one point? Fucking over. At one point there was over 2,000 people fucking tuned into Question Period at the beginning of it, and I wanted to hear the fucking fighting between Justin Trudeau and fucking Pierre Poilievre go at it. And it was electric. It was. And then Poilievre kept putting him on the spot, right? Then if he's got nothing to hide, then allow the RCMP to do the investigation on you and your friends. Plain and simple. If you've got nothing to hide, if you haven't broken the law, then let them do their investigation. But he's not. He's not letting them do their investigation, so guess what? Now they're pushing against that too. Now they're not letting them fucking walk away from that this time, no. You've done that too many times. You did that in the SNC Lavalin case, and you did that with some other fucking scam. And he protected his buddies. This time you can't get away with this shit now. No. Like, the evidence is there clear as day now. It's out in the open for everybody to see. Okay? And it shows how badly they mismanaged money, that in the House of Commons today they had the nerve to sit there and say, oh, it was just because we were in a pandemic and everybody was in a rush. And so we did what was best for Canadians at the time, and we had to implement something quickly. Okay, that's fine. But when a company is awarded a contract for something, okay, now listen to this. When a company is awarded a contract for something, okay, you're expected to provide receipts for that grant. Okay, you need to. These companies were given the government bills with no details. Okay? Now hear me out. I'm gonna give you an example. And it's very fucking simple and very clear. Let's say you own a home. Okay? Now, You need some home repairs done. Your furnace breaks down. Okay. I'm a contractor. I do home renovations. I know how to fix your furnace, right? You give me a call. Okay. I draw up a contract. I say to you, like, we're just throwing numbers out there, okay? On 9, I don't know exactly how much it would cost to come to your house and fix your fucking furnace, okay? But let's just throw numbers out there. Let's say I give you a quote and I say it's going to be $5,000, okay? Now you go, okay, great, that sounds awesome. I draw up the contract, we sign it, I get to work, okay? Now, at one point, I turn around, next day, I turn around and I tell you, well, I had to do this, this, and this. You didn't approve of it, but here's a bill. Here's a bill for $30,000. You're gonna be like, are you gonna pay that? Like, hang on, before I ask you anything else, like, seriously, if the contract stated that I was doing the work for $5,000, and I hand you a fucking bill at the end of it for 30 grand, or 30 grand, sorry, during the middle of it, and refuse to do anything else until you pay me, are you gonna pay me? No. Absolutely fucking not. Now, the government, on the other hand, was going, oh, you're handing me a $30,000 bill? Okay, here, I'll sign. Without even looking at it or without even asking fucking questions. Huh? So, the government, being the homeowner, now, okay, basically, same analogy that I'm giving you guys, right? That $5,000 contract, I just handed him a bill for 30 grand, and they signed it all over. Immediately, easily. Right then and there. Boom. No problem. Not looking at the details, not asking questions, like, oh, how come it's more expensive than we agreed on? No. The simple, basic fucking questions you should be asking somebody if they give you a fucking bill higher than you agreed on. Right? Right. Common sense. Right? I mean, 1 + 1 = 2, right? Last time I checked. In a common sense world. But in their world, 1 + 1 = 3. Or 1 + 1 is 4. Okay? And if you disagree with that shit, huh? You're crazy. You're the crazy one. Okay? Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Look, I know I said before Justin Trudeau needed a trip to the funny farm and maybe could have a chance of coming back, but at this point I'd say he's going to be a permanent resident. Yeah. Him and the Liberal cabinet. Because that's the only way they can get out of this shit now, is to claim insanity. And that's what they are. Fucking insane. Okay? It is literally insane. Did you guys know? Like, I did some looking into your guys' U.S. Constitution stuff that's going on. Like, you guys have the same kind of arguments we have in Parliament. You guys have your question period, and you guys have your review boards and your audit boards and shit like that, and your government staff get audited as well. And I tend to I tend to somewhat follow it, like, but not as closely as this stuff, as our stuff. And it was interesting, like, they were saying that apparently the experts are basically saying that if you have religious views, like, say for instance, you believe in God and the Constitution, okay, you're gonna be centered out as somebody different than them. That what you say don't matter, and they're gonna view you as evil now. Okay? That's where that's headed. How the fuck do we get on that train?
Everything okay?
Huh? Let's hit the brakes here. Big time. Okay? Because the way this train's going, we're heading for a disaster. Okay? This is bad news bears and then some. Okay? At what point now is it all of a sudden a crime to keep the Constitution and your religion at heart? Okay? The man even had the balls, the one that was trying to argue the narrative about and trying to justify the experts' decisions, tried to have the fucking balls and the gall to say that he holds the Constitution and God, right, at heart, when you're solely going against the morals and values of those who believe. So, we're eventually, if we don't believe in the ideology, then you are going to be crazy. According to that. I'm not saying now, you're not the crazy one. Absolutely not. You guys are the sane ones. If you're on my side, if you're on my page of things, yeah. You're not, you're awake now. Obviously, if you've been listening to me for a little while, yeah, you're awake. Your eyes are open. Right? If you're one of those people who are against me, then yeah, you're one of those people that make comments and go, yeah, you sound crazy, right? While they're wearing a mask, right? And saying, go get vaccinated. Fuck you, man. Right? Sick of that shit. But man, at what point you sit there and you gotta ask yourself, like, does anybody respect what we fought wars for anymore? Huh? Did all that go out the window? Like, what happened to In God We Trust? Huh? When the fuck did that get too offensive for us to stop saying that and running with that? Huh? So, and because I do want to know this, since we had to change policies for everybody else, right, because it got offensive, well, guess what? I'm highly offended with the shit going on nowadays right now. Okay? What about that? Okay? So, if we're going to change things for the ideology, then we as the so-called right people, or what are we now? I don't know. We're the common sense people as far as I know. Or you know what, to the lefties, we're probably some new pronoun or whatever the fuck they decided to make up this week, right? They're adding to the alphabet fucking thing all the time, so I don't know where they stand anymore, okay? All I know is I can't take them seriously anymore. At this point, Justin Trudeau's their leader. Yeah, Justin Trudeau's leading the funny farm. Matter of fact, Justin Trudeau let out the people from the funny farm. Huh? Shit. Seriously, when I look at things nowadays and I look around and I'm like, oh, yep, mentally ill or out again. Yeah. I'm serious. When I check it out on social media and I see people out in public with 4 different kinds of colors in their hair, claiming to be a cat, wearing what appears to be plastic ears on their head, and they're going meow. Listen, you keep that shit indoors, okay? Because when you come outside acting like that, we normal people, well, what we like to think is normal, but us common sense people look at you guys and go, listen, this isn't dress up time, okay? Like, cut that shit out, okay? Come join us in reality, okay? You wanna play dress up and do freaky geeky shit, okay? Do it at home. That's what we have mirrors for, okay? Record yourself. Put yourself on social media for all I give a fuck. I don't care. But don't go fucking parading around in public thinking that that's okay. Because that kind of dressing behavior is not okay.
What can I do for you?
Right? That'd be like showing up to a job interview with fucking underwear on going, hire me. Right? Seriously. Yo, I'm serious about the job. I come here dressed professionally every day. Don't mind my junk here. Just gonna adjust myself here. Let me scratch my balls. Right? All at the interview. That's okay, right? So, if that's okay, then please tell me how it's okay where a bunch of men can dress up in Speedos and thongs and have their junk hanging around at children's faces and have them parading around in public. Please tell me how that's okay. Please, please, I'm waiting on that one. I'm waiting on somebody to give me some kind of clarity on that, or trying to defend thinking that that's okay somehow, because I'm ready to roast the shit out of you and burn you and tell you, no, it's not. Right? Because, man, at what point... So people like me are going to be starting to speak up a lot louder soon. And we're not going to be silenced. There's going to be too many of us speaking at once. That's the problem. Against all this bullshit going on. Okay? I can't take it no more. A lot of us can't take this shit no more. There's breaking points, man. Wanna know a sad thing? Wanna know how breaking... How people are getting at their breaking points? Here, I'll tell you how people are getting at their breaking points. And this is sad. Alright? I do not condone it whatsoever. I don't condone violence, but I'll tell you something. Alright? And my heart breaks for the community and for the family that has to, for the mother that has to bury her daughter and her grandchildren. There's some psycho lunatic that probably isn't going to survive jail. Actually, I know for a fact that motherfucker won't survive jail because they'll kill him soon. Yeah. I mean, he's only been in jail since the weekend, but I don't think that guy will last longer than Epstein, because somebody here snapped and decided that, hey, they were going to kill the mother's niece, and then they were going to kill their spouse. Okay? This is a 30-year-old male, by the way, that did all this. Okay? This is how unaffordable and how people are snapping. Okay? This motherfucker turned around, snapped, murdered the niece. Okay? Didn't stop there. Turned around and murdered his ex, or spouse, right, at the time. Then murdered their 6-year-old, their 4-year-old, and 2-month-old. And burned them. Fucking set the car on fire. On the side of the highway. There's 2 different murder scenes. Okay?
You got it. Leave it to me.
People are fucking freaking out and losing it. Okay? People don't have their shit together anymore. And it's like families and even men, like, we don't know why he snapped. Nobody knows why yet. We're still digging in details. It's still very fucking gruesome. Like, it was only discovered on Sunday morning. It's so fucked up. And it's Tuesday. Okay? So, he hasn't been in custody that long. And I guarantee you he's in protective custody. Like, they have him in a single cell, not with anybody, and under serious protection. Because if they put that motherfucker out in general population, he's dead. Oh, yeah. Like, and guess what? Oh, the background is indigenous. Yeah. So it's an indigenous community too. So, and you know what? He won't live in jail long. I'm telling you that right now. But that's the sad reality that we're all living in right now, is that people are snapping and freaking out, and I hate to use that as an example, but that shocked our whole fucking nation this weekend. And I didn't want to talk about it yesterday because I was still trying to digest everything about it and try to really almost want to understand, almost. Like, even when I try to dive into that guy's mind, it just, I don't want to. Like, it's dark. It's just how could you do that? How? You have no soul. You know what I mean? You literally have no soul. You take your children's lives like that? Like, oh my god, man. Oh, that motherfucker going to hell. Okay? That motherfucker gonna burn in hell for sure. Yep. He got his plane ticket to hell and everything, okay? They're gonna stick him up in a tent underneath a bridge in fucking hell, right underneath lava. A lava river going by, I mean. Shit. Like, it enraged me. I think the pain of that community, I don't honestly think they're ever going to recover from that, because that was a small community of 3,000 people, where everybody knew everybody, right? So it's like 5 members of their community are just immediately gone, just like that. So it's a wake up of reality to people that, like, who knows, like, I'm trying to think, like, maybe Maybe his life was falling apart. Maybe he lost his job. He's about to lose the house. He doesn't know where he's going to take the kids and everything else. And he fucking freaks out. They start fighting, and shit just got out of hand. And he freaked, right? And he panicked. Who knows? We'll probably never know, because his mental state of mind, he probably snapped.
You need something,
right?
huh?
I can't,
Let me know.
for the life of me, okay, try to think that anybody in their fucking right mind would commit not only one. Like, here's the thing. There was committing the one
It's coming at you. Aight, I'll get back to work.
act of murder, of first-degree murder, but then there was committing 4 more acts of first-degree murder. That is mentally ill snapping, okay? That's the definition of mentally ill, having a mentally ill episode or breakdown, right? And people's mental state are at breaking points. Families are, because, I mean, we all know life is unsustainable. So we can't rule that out. But unfortunately, a tragedy has happened because of it. Now, you know who I blame? I blame the so-called current, I can't even say actor, but piece of shit Prime Minister of Canada right now. Okay? That's who I fucking blame for that one. Straight off the bat. Because families wouldn't have the added extra stress right now if they didn't have to be struggling and picking what bills to pay and trying to pay rent and trying to feed their kids and feed their family. And the news and media was trying to real quick to spin it off on this motherfucker and paint it out that he's a bad person, okay, and that he's known to police, okay, and it's a case of domestic violence. Well, no shit, they have 3 kids. Like, nobody gets along through any of you who have been in serious relationships that have children. You will not sit there and tell me that you have a perfect relationship, because you don't. Nobody does, right? You have these things called arguments and disagreements. Everybody does. Nobody always agrees on the same thing. We are unique. We have different views and opinions. We are human beings. Okay, that's what makes you you. Right? You're not always going to see the same views and side of things as anybody else. That's why sometimes arguments happen and clashing happens and things get heated and then things get said where people don't mean them, right? So that likely took place. Those two were probably fighting over the weekend about what they're going to do come Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is coming up, and guess what? They probably had no money for Valentine's Day this year. Probably for the very first time, he likely didn't have anything to give her for Valentine's Day and couldn't stand that and had to make very difficult, hard decisions, and then probably tried to break that down to her, and that probably didn't go over well, right? So, like, who's to say? I'm not going to speculate. I'm just giving you possible scenarios, okay? Because the news is going to paint the narrative that we need to do more for housing for women, and they're going to paint the narrative that that men are women abusers, and it's only men, and that women are completely the victim, and that women don't turn around and do this type of behavior. Wrong. Women are just as likely, if not more likely, to do it. And the domestic rate, violence rate, is actually higher in the gay and lesbian community, specifically with lesbians. Yeah. So, yeah. The news, though, I just watched their lives. The news is going to turn around and paint that narrative right around that, and right around us men, and turn around and paint the narrative that, hey, guess what? See? Men are fucking animals. Men or women abusing pieces of shit. That's basically what the news just basically said yesterday. Yep, and today, for that matter. Right? Let's blame all men. Right? Let's not dive into the... Let's not look into the story and give people the actual story. No. We're just going to come up with our own little narrative right off bat, and we're going to paint the picture and be like, listen, this is a case where she must have been abused for a long time and put up with abuse, so we're just going to paint the picture with all men here. Now. That's where the narrative went. And I showed you guys that. Okay? Sad. But nobody trusts the media anymore. Nobody trusts mainstream media anymore. And if you do trust mainstream media, better go put on a mask. And you better go wait in line up for a vaccination. Okay? By the way, Amazon has body condom. I think. I don't know. Rumor has it. But you should look into it. Yeah. Go check into that one. Because, man, mainstream media is so full of shit. And I've been calling them out on their shit since what? Since the George Floyd protests, right? Because so many different media outlets were reporting bullshit left, right, center, and then some. Now, even the mainstream media's bullshit has been leaked out so bad to the public that, oh yeah, there's nothing in the wall safe. What am I doing? I keep looking at the 100K that's above my money, going, I need to collect that. But the thing is here, right? Fuck, I lost my train of thought on that one. I did. Oh yeah, the narrative, the news, and the mainstream media. Yeah, those guys have lost the public's trust, and for that matter, I guarantee you, mainstream media. If anybody working for the mainstream media, right, and you're listening to me, listen up and listen good, because this one procures directly to you. Okay, now we as the people are likely never going to ever trust your news organizations ever again. Sorry about that, everybody. I had a phone call. Now, mainstream media. Back to what I was saying. Listen, no one gonna believe you no more. Okay? You're done. You're done, skis. Yeah. Nobody gonna trust the mainstream media ever again. Okay? Nobody with half a brain. Okay? Seriously, anybody with like the slightest little bit of common sense will look at CNN's garbage and be like, yeah, no. We'll look at Fox News and be like, yeah, never again. Right? We'll look at things like CBC here in Canada and be like, yeah, no. Like, you can't. Now it's all YouTubers. Yep. And why? Because we're passing around all the proper, like, all the real information. There's no disinformation. You can't feed bullshit to us because we're all turning around and sharing the truth, right? You try to lie to us on the fucking TV set there, right? And then we all get on our fucking phones and social media and turn around and call out you fucking politician bullshit, right? We call out your bullshit and we roast you right in front of your face. And you guys seem like Justin Trudeau turns around and goes in public and smiles and waves like a fucking smiling psychopath and waves at people like they like him, huh? It's like, wow, man, really? It's like I want to look at that guy and just go up to his forehead and just like hit him with the palm of your hand, you know? And be like, dude, are you that stupid? Huh? Or you might as well just go up to his forehead and with a permanent marker, right? And just write stupid stupid in big black letters. Okay? Big, bold, black letters. Stupid. Or idiot. You can paint idiot on there if you want. I don't know. I say we paint it in red, dress him in red, ship him off in a red plane all the way over to China and land far, far away, and never let him back here again. By the way, we revoke his fucking Canadian citizenship. I guess the most appropriate place for Justin Trudeau and Chrystia Freeland and his Liberal cabinet members would probably be Gitmo. Huh? Gitmo. Send them down to Gitmo with a cock meat sandwich, right? Bubba gonna give them a cock meat sandwich every day of the week. Huh? Probably sometimes even 5 days a week, or 5 times a day. Depending on how hungry Bubba is. Right? Depends on how many times he needs to train the snake. I mean, Trudeau won't have a problem with it, but I'm sure Freeland will, right? But I mean, those guys are the reason why, like, us Canadians want Gitmo back open. And I'm pretty sure that place is closed down, but if it's not, cool. I say we send them down there. Right? Problem solved. Yep, I got a spot for them. We don't have to worry about taxpayers' dollars. Nope. I don't want them being here anyways. Actually, I don't want to be wasting our tax-paying dollars having to house them in our prison system, because do you know how much it costs to house an inmate for a year? Let me break it down to you. The government spending. Somehow, some way, I don't know. Don't look at me for numbers, because I haven't done an audit on them, but somehow Corrections Canada, it costs Corrections Canada $100,000 a year to house an inmate in prison. How? Well, you're spending $100,000 a year to house one inmate, and you can't even house one veteran off the fucking street? Something ain't right here. Talking about way fucking mismanaging spending money, man. Like, we could go on almost all day long now, at this point, about how much they've mismanaged money and pissed us off as Canadians now. Okay? But I'm not the only one who's going to have a reaction to today's question period. I'm sure the internet's going to be flooded with people's opinions here soon, and it already is lighting up like a fucking Christmas tree. Yep. Actually, you know what? The internet is lit up like a fucking a beautiful star-filled night sky right now with electricity. Okay? It's like lightning all around the sky right now. Fucking everybody fucking just... Everybody's gonna have an opinion on Justin Trudeau's bullshit today, and on everything that happened in cabinet. And I would not be surprised if not by the end of the day, if not already on social media, they're already calling for Justin Trudeau. We want this motherfucker in jail. We want him arrested now. Okay? Now. Like right now. Like right meow. Right? I think of Super Troopers when I say right now. Right now. Right? Right now. Bet you can't get him to say meow 9 times. Right? Remember that movie? Fuck, that movie was great. Good times, man. Good times. Can't play a movie like that for society anymore. Oh, fuck no. The lefties would lose it. They lose it now over the smallest shit. You imagine? Fucking lefties would be organizing a fucking riot. God. Pretty soon, man. Pretty soon they're going to be telling you you're not going to be allowed to wear certain fucking clothing. Guaranteed. Right? Soon it seems like it's going to come down to that. Okay? It seems like they're making up rules and you have to follow it. But thank God for people like me and others who refuse to let the lefties losers trample on our civil rights and your civil rights. And thank God people like me can and do voice our opinion and mouth and open up and speak for us, because some of you, like I mentioned before, you can't. I know you can't. And I want you to know. I know a lot of you stand behind me, and you can't say shit. You can't do dick, because someone's gonna turn around and rat your ass out to your work, and you're gonna get fired, and shit rolls downhill like that. And that's the society we're living in right now. But fortunately for me, okay, that shit can't happen to me. Okay? So, then I become your voice, right? And I'm the one that sits there and won't be silenced, okay? And I won't let them silence me, ever, period. No, I'm always gonna give it to you guys how it is, and I'm always gonna tell them when they're doing something wrong, and when I don't agree with it, because that's my civic duty, okay? The government's not supposed to be fucking the people, bending over the people and fucking the people up the ass, okay? No, the government's supposed to be working for the people, there for the people, okay? Right? That's why we voted them in the first place. So you motherfuckers are supposed to work for us. You'll work for us. You're hired. We hired you. Okay? You wanted the job. We're giving you the job. Now listen. We make the fucking rules. You guys don't make the fucking rules. Okay? That's how that works. Okay? We need to remind them of that. And Pierre Poilievre is actually doing that. He's actually doing a very damn good job of fucking reminding the liberal government that, hey, guess what? The fucking people make up the rules, man, not you. Okay? The people raise their own kids, not you. Alright? The government don't fucking tell us what to do. Alright? That's not how it's... No. We start letting them dictate what we do and everything like that. You can kiss your rights and freedom out the fucking window. Matter of fact, here, I'll tell you guys something right now. Those of you who are pro-vax, okay, and push the vaccine on people and still believe that the vaccine, okay, will save your life, okay, then guess what? I got news for you. Okay, you ready for this? Sit down, okay, and put your seatbelt on. Okay, put your seatbelt on. Safety first. Safety first. Now, you have no rights and freedom left. You gave that shit up. Yes, you did. You gave that shit up when you rolled up your sleeve. Yep. You gave that shit up when you started believing in that bullshit. That's the day you signed over your rights and freedom. You didn't sign it over physically, or with, you know, piece of paper or anything. But you accepted it with a needle. Okay? You got poked by the prick. Okay? Yeah. And you allowed it. You did it willingly, without asking questions. The fuck is wrong with you people? Huh? Actually, at this point, there's a lot. So I'm not even going to ask anymore. Okay? Because at this point, I already know there's a list. Guys, we're not going to go there. You know, question avoided. But, still, those pro-vaccinated people, and those people who are still pushing it, and pushing the mask thing, and all that shit, yeah, you lost your rights, okay? You have no rights and freedoms anymore. You have no voice. Your voice means dick, okay? Your voice in the world of their narrative means fuck all now, okay? And by the way, okay, those of you who kept getting your booster shots and are still getting your booster shots, you'll likely have a tracking chip in you by now. Okay? And they likely know where you go. Against your will. And if you don't think that's possible, guess what? Well, we didn't think that fucking government was... that it was legally possible, and it's not. Okay? But because of a protest, they froze your fucking bank account here. So, trust me, if they could freeze a bank account and they could lie to you about fuck vaccine and all that shit, okay, and they could steal our money right in front of our face and lie to us about this Arrive scam app, okay, then trust me, they probably put some shit in that vaccine, especially because they're not telling you what's in that vaccine. They're not, by the way, they're so-called science, they're so-called scientists. Guess what? They can't give you the science behind it. Oh, wow. So, simple question for them, okay? They say trust the science. Where's the science? Where is your science? You can't just run around telling people, oh, hey, hey, here, drink this juice, okay? And just trust me, it's safe, okay? And some people went, okay, yeah, and they look at that face and be like, okay, yeah, I'll listen to that face. People like me, that's a red flag. Number one, I don't know you, okay? Number two, I don't know what you made in that fucking drink. And number three, I do have a curious question, but I'm probably still not going to drink it. I'm likely still not going to drink it. I'm going to be like, what the hell is in that? What is that? Right? And even when you tell me what it is, I'm going to look at you and say no thanks, politely, because, again, I don't know you. And for all I know, you're trying to fucking poison me. Okay? Now, why didn't anybody have that common sense run through their fucking mind when all this bullshit happened? Well, I'll tell you why. Fear-mongering. Yep. They made you afraid. Yep. They drove fear into you. Okay? Yep. They told you to believe in something and you believed in it. And you know, why shouldn't you? I mean, you know, why would, I mean, some of you are out there, you know, delusional and think to yourselves, why would the government ever fuck me over? The government would never do that. They don't cheat or steal. They would never take my money. They wouldn't lie to me. Hello, wake up. You want to come join us in reality here, everybody? No, not yet? Oh, okay. Okay. Some of you stay far out into space then, okay? Alright? With your little space suits and whatever, and wave your little flags, okay? And what I want to say is, if you want to go, if you want to hold some kind of a protest, like some pro-Palestine protest like you guys did in Toronto, like they did in Toronto yesterday, and have transgender flags flying around too, at the Palestinian protest, and think that trans-Palestinian lives matter and shit like that, because you guys should have seen some of the flags that were at this fucking protest from last night, okay? Then, I got something to say to you guys, alright? I got something to politely say. Why don't you take that flag and go fly that shit down to the Gaza Strip, see how fucking, how they feel about that shit over there in their country. See if that shit flies over there. I guarantee you it don't. Right? They don't give a fuck about that flag. You guys all know what'll happen if you do that shit over there. So, we'll be coming. I'm sick and tired of these international students starting bullshit in our fucking streets, and you guys need to smarten the fuck up or you're gonna get deported. Right? We're gonna start packing you guys on fucking planes and shipping you off back to your own country. Right? Because us Canadian citizens have had it. You should have seen the internet fucking explode today. It just exploded with comments about fucking Toronto, man. Toronto police are laying charges and shit. People are getting charged. Groups are getting charged. Fucking you can't bring terrorist flags to a fucking peaceful protest and claim that it's a peaceful protest, and then you block fucking people. You block the community from coming in and out of a public place, a public hospital, where healthcare workers work, where innocent healthcare workers work, which have no fucking part in this fucking Hamas bullshit war. Okay? So, stop attacking the Jews, stop going after the Jews. Okay? Alright? If anything, we should be going after the Nazis, motherfuckers. Stop attacking the Jews. Okay? Enough, leave the Jews alone. Fuck. Okay? Didn't I tell you guys? Enough of this shit. Right? This shit's getting too far. Way too far. I'm sick of it. And I'm weighing in now and talking about it. And I'm letting you guys know. Makes me sick. Right? You wanna support terrorism? Get the fuck out of my country. It's simple as that. And I'm gonna start the movement on that one. Okay? I'm starting the online movement, and I'm starting it right now. Here's what I have to say. Okay? If you want to start a fucking protest like that and fly terrorist flags in my country, get the fuck out. You don't belong here. Then we got a simple solution. Okay? Then if you want to participate in protests like that, you get a free ticket the fuck out of here back to your own fucking country of origin that you came from. You get no more student visa gets revoked and you fucking get out of here. You leave in 12 hours or less. You go home, pack your shit, and get the fuck out. Simple as that one. Same thing in the United States, okay? Because sooner or later, someone's going to come and someone's going to turn up and open their mouths and say something like that. And it's going to be somebody like me. Okay? Somebody like me already exists. His name's Steven Sky. Or Chris Sky, sorry. And Chris Sky, they fucking arrested him all over the place. Like, it's, as soon as he was out here in Alberta doing his freedom of speech, shit like that, and things against Justin Trudeau, and talking about the vaccine, and trying to give proper information about that vaccine, and telling us like our rights and freedoms, the second that he showed back up in Toronto, man, they fucking had his ass arrested. So eventually, like I said though, but that shit obviously has calmed down now. But people gonna talk, man. People gonna stand up and talk. And if we want to weigh in on the protest situation and the war over in the Middle East, we need to stop letting them fucking protest our fucking universities and our colleges and institutions all across North America or Canada and the United States. Okay. And here's what we need to do. We as citizens, we as Canadian citizens and as American citizens, okay, we need to go online and make a statement and refuse to tolerate this type of behavior. And if this type of behavior keeps getting shown in our communities, then if you want to act like that and you're from another country and you're here on a student visa, you're going to be packing your shit and you're going to be getting on a fucking plane and leaving. Okay? We'll have a plane ticket for you and we'll rip up your fucking student visa and you can get the fuck out of here and never come back. Okay? We'll bar you for life. You don't want me as Prime Minister, right? I'll set things straight. You wouldn't have protests like this shit. Because I'd make a fucking public statement right off the bat just like that. If we find out, I would launch police investigations into every single protest that takes place. And start arresting anybody that turns around and flies a terrorist flag. And then if we find out that you're flying a terrorist flag and you're here on a student visa, well then guess what? You're done. Okay? No ifs, ands, or buts. Right? I'm going to lock your ass up in jail for a little bit, right? To teach you a fucking lesson, and then I'm going to ship your ass back to your own country. David, how's it going? Oh, dude, I'm all fired up just like all Canadians are right now. Yeah. David, you asked me that earlier, and I gotta still consider stuff like that, but yeah, I definitely am. I just have to squeeze that into my time today at some point. But yeah, I hope you're doing pretty good. But yeah, I'm kind of on a heated topic right now, and I got about 10 minutes left until I have a meeting, right? Because I even have a meeting with some of my friends about this shit, with some of my friends from across the country. And what's your Discord there? David X. William. Alright. Gotcha. I don't like to write, so everything I type down, so there you go, I typed it down. And yeah, I don't use Discord that often, so you're gonna have to give me a moment, right? Because when I reach the cell phone, when I go through it, I'm not going through it right now. No way. No. I'm watching the time and I'm still trying to sneak in a little bit of live stream here before, do I have Twitter? Oh, hell no. No, I don't have Twitter. No. No, I don't go on social media, man. No, it's a cesspool. Social media is garbage now. Everything's fake. Everything's like Hollywood, right? It's fake tits everywhere. Fake tits, plastic, all kinds of shit. You know? But yeah, I'll add you on Discord after. Like I said, I got a meeting I'm going to be attending here, so... I'm just going down here, I'm going to be spinning the wheel at the casino, and then I'm going to be ending this one. I got you. Now let me finish, please. Okay, thank you. So, for anybody who wants to protest, right, with terrorist flags, right, in our countries, in Canada and the United States, we should not, and if they hold student visas, we should not be allowing them to stay in this country. We should be happily putting them back on a flight, ripping up that fucking student visa, and shipping their ass back to their own country and barring them from ever coming back. Okay? That's how that works. Because that's not freedom of speech at that point. That's and for that matter, the flag they're flying is a flag to shit, what is it? Decentralize or some shit Israel, right? It has nothing to do with what they're fucking... It just promotes bad news, is all it is. I don't know exactly right now off the top of my head what it promotes specifically, but it does not promote fucking peace and freedom at all, okay? It's actually promoting terrorism, and they scared the shit out of the hospital last night. Like, that's not fucking cool, okay? Justin Trudeau, you better man up and do something about it, and fucking put on your big boy pants, okay? You gotta go find them, okay? Call mommy, okay? Ask her where your big boy pants are, because you need to fucking... Because your wife... You need to obviously find your big boy pants, Justin Trudeau, because he can't, right? He's running around like a child. This motherfucker don't know what he's talking about because his wife left him, so he don't know how to dress himself, right? I wouldn't be surprised if that motherfucker's wearing slip-on shoes, okay? Because he don't look like he can tie his shoes. No. And it's going to be 2 hours till I can spin the wheel. So, sorry everybody. It'll have to be on the next live stream, right? When you guys all tune in. But if you haven't checked out what's going on yet today, you can Google it, alright? Because Trudeau, or whatever the fuck is you want to call that loser, took everything off of everything, censoring everything. A little scared coward's gone back to hide under his rock. Or who knows? Who knows? Maybe he's on his way to Pearson Airport trying to get on his jet so he can get off to a non-extradition country before they haul his ass down to fucking jail. I mean, wouldn't that be awesome? Trudeau and his mugshot. They arrested Trump and charged Trump. Why not Trudeau? Huh? Simple as that. Why the fuck not that piece of shit? There's more than enough reasons. More than enough reasons. They made up some shit against fucking Donald Trump and had him arrested. You don't have to make shit up against Justin Trudeau to have him arrested. There's more than enough reasons to have this motherfucker arrested. You know? Like, man, us Canadians are just like, oh, we're like, who's running the show here? Who's running the RCMP? Because we gotta have a conversation with this motherfucker. Right? Somebody wake up a judge and get some warrants. And get some arrest warrants for these politicians. You know what I'm saying? Has to be done. Thank you all for tuning in. Okay? That's my little rant and rave right now. After question period. I had to get that out of me. Right? I feel better getting that out of me. Right? But I couldn't keep that all up, bottled up. No. Hell no, I had to let that out. Whew. Anyways. I'm interested to see what everybody else is going to say. I'm going into a meeting right now, so I will talk to you guys after and in my next live stream, okay? You guys take care of each other. Please stay safe, alright? Try to do something nice. I wish you guys all a safe and blessed day, okay? God bless, take care, and, yeah. Try to do something nice. Compliment somebody. right? That you see today. You could brighten their day. You could change their day. Plus, it's nice week, okay? I didn't need to tell you that. I think social media is telling everybody since yesterday. Anyways, I'm out of here. I gotta go. Okay, peace.